Welcome to the show. Turn down the heat. Stare into the swirls. Feel the rhythm
Here's another weird collection. I don't know how weird it is, but I collect vintage cards that have been altered or signed and altered. So here's a collection of 50 Bowman cards that are super presentable, really well centered. They all are signed, and they have the they have an old, like, I don't know what era those, I forget even what they're called now. I'll put it up on the screen. Those little devices that you press your labels with these bits of tape, and then you stick it on stuff. There's Bobby Shantz. I mean, they're nice cards, and I don't really collect signatures, but these, I was drawn to these because they were so well loved and so well cataloged by whoever had these. And the person clearly cared more about the player and meeting the player, and was a fan of the game, and did not care so much about the value of the card. It's some guy had a whole bunch of these, and online I bought them, but I missed out on a few. There were a couple that were better players that someone else wanted worse than me. But I don't know what these would grade if they didn't have the sticker on them. I guess they'll grade altered, authentic. But I guess I could have, if I wanted to grade them, I could have the signatures graded, I guess. Some of them are more artistically altered than others. These might, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Maybe, I don't know if they got water damage, or maybe not. That might be that texture of that old paper is just, yeah, it was, when I was in the junk wax era, I didn't like these older cards, especially if the player's name wasn't on the front. I just didn't get it, and I needed to learn more about baseball to understand who these players were back in the 80s. I didn't know. These old 50s Bowmans were not interesting to me either back in the old days, especially the 55 football. I just found that set to be garishly awful, but now, of course, they have a really nice set. But I appreciate, I guess, yeah, as you get older, you start appreciating stuff that seemed not that great when you're in your teens or 20s. That looks like an oil. I don't know if that's a tape stain or not. Knowing this guy, I wouldn't be surprised if these had been taped into where I guess I'm saying, I guess he probably didn't shy away from using tape. That could be just a wax pack stain. Kind of a fat pen, but I like how he signed up his arm like that. Man, I wish my eyes were better. When I film these videos, I can't even really see what I'm doing. It's sad. I need to watch the video on YouTube to see what I recorded. Oh, there's a good one. Off center, unfortunately, but I love how I'm still carrying that it's off center, even though it has plastic tape glued to the front. This is the first one I saw that jumped out at me. I was like, that signature looks clean. I love the band Rush, and I like the Cubs, and I love that picture. So I wish it was up like a centimeter so we could see the top of that building, but still a piece of art the way it appeared to me. So I had to buy it, and then I thought, hey, those other ones are pretty cool. Maybe I should try to get all of them. It's a neat little mini collection of an old baseball fan's passion. All right, that's it. I'm gonna try to make some appearances on screen, so I get used to it, but that's what you get. All right.
It works just like a telephone switchboard.